Maruti Suzuki India, India's largest car maker, has received a show cause notice from the GST authority, proposing to demand interest and impose penalty. This comes besides appropriating tax already paid amounting to 139.3 crore rupees in matter of tax liability under reverse charge basis on certain services. The India's largest car maker has sold 181,343 units in September 2023, rising 2.85% over 1.76 lakh units sold in same month last year. Total sales in the month included domestic sales of 153,106 units, which grew by 2.5% during the same period. During April-September 2023, Maruti recorded a total sales of 1,050,085 units. For the first time, it surpassed half-yearly sales mark of 1 million units. Adani Total Gas, Alam Frigga Noy has resigned as nominee director of TotalEnergies on the board of the company with effect from September 30, 2023. Due to restructuring of directorship, nominees of TotalEnergies Group in India. TotalEnergies has nominated new nominee director in place of Alam's. The proposal for appointment of new nominee director will be placed before the Nomination and Remuneration Committee and board of the company, in due course. Mahindra and Mahindra. The company sold 75,604 vehicles in the month of September, including exports displaying a growth of 17% over same month last year. Its passenger vehicle sales in the domestic market stood at 41,267 vehicles, up 20% YoY, while tractors sales dropped 11% YoY to 43,210 units, with domestic sales down 11% to 42,034 and exports declining 27% to 1,176 units during the same period. Tata Motors. The Tata Group company has announced total domestic sales of 82,023 units, increasing 2% over a year ago period, while total commercial vehicle sales increased by 12% YoY to 39,064 units. Eicher Motors. Royal Enfield sales in the month of September fell 4% YoY to 78,580 units, with exports declining 49% YoY to 4,319 units, while commercial vehicle sales increased 8.6% to 7,198 units during the same period. Coal India. The coal supply increased by 12.6% YoY to 55 million tons in September 2023, and output during the same period jumped by 12.6% to 51.4 million tons. It produced about 333 million tons of coal, ending first half of the current financial year posting a strong 11.3% YoY growth, and supplies jumped 8.6% YoY to 360.7 million tons during the same period. Ramkrishna Forgings. The forging company has received board approval for raising of funds up to 1,000 crore rupees via issuance of equity shares through qualified institutional placement (QIP). Further, the board of directors approved conversion of warrants and allotment of 46 lakh equity shares on exercise of 46 lakh warrants, upon receipt of 70.72 crore rupees at the rate of 153 rupees and 75 paise per warrant, being 75% of the warrant issue price, from the warrant holders. Karur Vysya Bank. The lender has announced advances for the quarter ended September FY24 at 70,446 crore rupees, growing 15.3% over a year ago period, and deposits during the same period increased by 13.2% to 83,068 crore rupees, while CASA grew by 3.4% YoY to 26,795 crore rupees in Q2 FY24. Hindustan Zinc. The company announced mined metal production in Q2 FY24 at 252 knots, marginally down by 1% YoY, mainly due to lower ore production at Rampura Agucha and Kayad mine, partly offset by better overall metal grades. Refined metal production in second quarter fell 2% YoY to 241 knots on account of scheduled maintenance activity. Integrated zinc production at 185 knots fell 2% YoY, and refined lead production at 57 knots was flat compared to Q2 FY23. Wind power generation for Q2 FY24 was 157 MU, up 27% YoY owing to higher wind velocity and seasonality impact. TVS Motor Company. The company announced total sales for September 2023 at 4.02 lakh units, growing 6% over 3.79 lakh units sold in same month last year. The two-wheeler sales increased by 7% YoY to 3.86 lakh units and exports jumped 8% to 1 lakh units, but three-wheeler sales dropped 9.7% to 15,598 units during the same period. Granules India. The pharma company has received approval from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, US FDA, for its abbreviated new drug application, ANDA, for losartan potassium and hydrochlorothiazide tablets. It is bioequivalent and therapeutically equivalent to the reference-listed drug, RLD, Hyzar tablets of Organon, LLC. Losartan potassium and hydrochlorothiazide tablets are indicated for the treatment of hypertension to lower blood pressure and to reduce the risk of stroke in patients with hypertension and left ventricular hypertrophy. Hero MotoCorp, the world's largest two-wheeler maker, has decided to make a marginal revision in the ex-showroom prices of select motorcycles and scooters, effective from October 3, 2023. The price increase will be around 1% and the exact quantum of increase will vary based on specific models and markets. This price revision is part of company's regular review of product competitiveness and positioning, factoring inflation, margins and market share. Godrej Agraway. The company will be setting up an integrated palm oil complex in Telangana and will invest 300 crore rupees over the next 3 to 4 years. It will also establish a nursery with a capacity of up to 7 lakh saplings per year in addition to the seed production and research unit. Blue Dart Express. The logistics company has announced its general price increase with effect from January 1, 2024. The average shipment price increase will be a 9.6% compared to 2023, dependent on the shipping profile. Customers signing up from October 1 to December 31 this year will not be impacted by price increase. Aurobindo Pharma. The United States Food and Drug Administration, US FDA, has inspected Unit V/B, a formulation manufacturing facility of the company, in Telangana, during September 22 to September 29 this year. After the inspection, a Form 483 was issued with one observation to the said facility, which is procedural in nature. Fortis Healthcare, subsidiary Agilus Diagnostics, has filed the draft Red Herring Prospectus, DRHP, with the Securities and Exchange Board of India, for fund-raising via initial public offering. The board of directors of Fortis had given the approval for initiation of IPO process on August 4. Atul Auto. The cargo vehicle maker sold 2,662 units in the month of September, growing 18.1% over 2,254 units sold in same month last year. In the financial year-to-date period, sales stood at 10,465 units, down 7.46% YoY. Vedanta. India's largest diversified natural resources company announced a plan to demerge its business units into independent pure-play companies, in order to unlock value and attract big-ticket investment into the expansion and growth of each of the businesses. It has received the board approval for a pure-play, asset owner business model that will result in 6 separate listed companies, namely Vedanta Aluminium, Vedanta Oil and Gas, Vedanta Power, Vedanta Steel and Ferrous Materials, Vedanta Base Metals, and Vedanta. The merger is planned to be a simple vertical split. For every one share of Vedanta, the shareholders will additionally receive one share of each of the 5 newly listed companies. BST Tillers Tractors. The company announced total sales at 2,627 units in September 2023, down 1% compared to the 2,656 units sold in same month last year. Power tillers sales at 2,092 units increased by 1.06%, but tractor sales dropped 8.7% year to 535 units. Rail Vikas Nigam, RVNL emerged as the lowest bidder for the development of distribution infrastructure at South Zone of Himachal Pradesh, under the revamped reforms-based and results-linked distribution sector scheme, loss reduction works. The said project is worth 1,098 crore rupees and it will be executed within 24 months. AstraZeneca Pharma. The company has appointed Bhavana Agrawal as Chief Financial Officer with effect from October 1. Rajesh Marwaha will retire as the Chief Financial Officer and whole-time Director of the company with effect from September 30. Lemon Tree Hotels. Lemon Tree Hotels has signed a franchise agreement for a new hotel property, Lemon Tree Resort Somnath in Gujarat. The property is expected to open in FY25. Cipla. The pharma firm has divested its 51% stake held in UAE-based Sabah Investment for $6 million. Accordingly, Sabah and its subsidiaries with Cipla Middle East Pharmaceuticals FZ LLC, UAE and Cipla Medica Pharmaceutical and Chemical Industries, Yemen, have now ceased to be subsidiaries of Cipla. JSW Infrastructure. India's second largest commercial port operator will make its debut on the bourses in the T+3 timeline on October 3. The final issue price has been fixed at 119 rupees per share, while the date of allotment of IPO shares was set as September 28. SML Isuzu. The company has decided to increase the prices of its vehicles, both trucks and buses, with effect from October 1, to cover the increase in input cost due to implementation of the Fire Alarm and Protection System, FAPS, and also general inflation. The price of all buses and trucks increased in the range of 20,000 rupees 30,000, and all school buses in the range of 1.95 lakh rupees 2.45 lakh. In September 2023, the company sold 872 units, rising 16% over a year ago period. Indus Towers. Indus Towers has signed an agreement with IOC Finergy, IOP, for deployment of 300 zero-emission energy systems based on aluminium air technology, to optimize diesel consumption at Indus Telecom tower sites. This development accelerates Indus Towers' progress towards its sustainability priorities. IOC Finergy will supply 300 energy systems which will be deployed in the next few quarters as a pilot project. Kalpataru Projects International. The EPC company and its international subsidiaries have secured new orders amounting to 1,016 crore rupees, including orders in the transmission and distribution business of 552 crore rupees. Mahanagar Gas. The natural gas distribution company announced reduction in the retail price of compressed natural gas, CNG, by 3 rupees per kilogram and domestic PNG, piped natural gas, by 2 rupees per SCM in and around Mumbai. Vaibhav Jewellers. The Andhra Pradesh-based jewelry retailer has postponed its listing date to October 3, from October 6 earlier, making the debut in T+3 timeline. The issue price has been finalized at 215 rupees per share, while the date of allotment of IPO shares was September 28. Infobeam Avenues, the fintech company has sent a proposal to license and support its base marketplace intellectual property to Government A Marketplace, GEM, the online public procurement platform of Government of India. Eris Life Sciences. The company has entered into term loan agreement to avail the rupee term loan facility amounting to 212 crore rupees from HDFC Bank. However, the consolidated net debt of the company is not expected to be altered due to this development, as an equivalent amount is expected to be paid by Eris Oaknet Healthcare to the bank towards repayments of outstanding loans over the next fortnight. Butterfly Gandhimathi Appliances. Ananda Shalini has resigned as Chief Financial Officer, CFO, of the company, to pursue opportunities outside the company. She will be relieved from her duties effective October 20th. Indian Hotels. The company has issued a corporate guarantee of €10.05 million in favor of Lesordina Hotel till June 14, 2045, for the lease agreement entered into for a hotel in Frankfurt. Sakshi Medtech and Panels. The company will list its equity shares on the NSE Emerge on October 3. The issue price is set at 97 rupees per share. Its equity shares will be available for trading in Trade for Trade segment. Bhagaria Industries. The company has received a letter of award, LOA, from Paranjape Autocast, for the execution of engineering, procurement and construction, EPC, works of a ground-mounted solar power project of 4.5 MW AC, 6.0 MWP DC capacity with 10 years comprehensive operation and maintenance. This project has a cumulative order value of 27.70 crore rupees, including comprehensive O&M. Kothari Fermentation and Biochem. Ace investor Ashish Chugh has picked 1 lakh shares, which is equivalent to a 0.67% shareholding, in the yeast-based products company via open market transactions at an average price of 67 rupees and 3 paise per share. Tube Investments of India. Promoter entity Embody Enterprises excited the company by selling its entire personal shareholding of 10.58 lakh shares in the Murugappa Group company via open market transactions at an average price of 2,904 rupees and 60 paise per share, amounting to 307.4 crore rupees. However, SBI Mutual Fund was the buyer, acquiring 12.04 lakh shares, a 0.62% stake in the company, at an average price of 2,900 rupees per share, which was worth 349.4 crore rupees. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share for more updates.